So I'm 24, and so is another. I know. I was gonna get there, and so is Ava, and that means that we had to, and we're gonna say maxing again. I'm sorry, this is what's trending right now, and we're just gonna run with it. But
and we've been saying it a lot.
We've been saying it a lot. You know those things that just like catch on with you and your friends, and you just can't stop saying it. That's us with maxing right now. So you're just gonna have to suffer through it. So we did this thing this weekend called birthday maxing, and let's get into what we did.
Yeah.
So number one, we've been wanting to go to a flower market. So we look at the Toronto Flower Market. What day is it on? Our birthday, Saturday, July 11th. And we're like, okay, well then let's go. Let's do it. Let's just go. And listen, I did not know what to expect from the flower market.
No.
But she brought great things.
She did. It was really fun. I'd highly recommend.
Yeah.
Even if you're not like I'm not really into gardening, you know?
I was actually very lost.
Yeah. Like
I was
didn't
like asking
know.
for the flowers, and I was like, can I just take this one and this one? And he was like, yeah. And then this other girl was like, I want she was like saying the specific names. Yeah. People were like conditioned.
Wow.
Like flower market conditioned.
No, you can just go. And then there's just like pretty flowers everywhere. And then there was also
It's like a bunch of vendors.
Yeah.
The one that we went to.
It was really fun though. I burnt my lips, but that's besides the point. That's okay. But Maddie also has been, we call it, so I think we've said this on the podcast before, that she calls herself Kibbe, and we call her Kibbe sometimes because she used to do this fashion thing that's like the Kibbe method. She was like very into it. It was like a deep dive thing that she did.
Thing.
So we call her Kibbe. And she has this thing that she says called, she has Kibbe's cushion, which is...
So this was actually created when we went to London.
Kibbe has lots of different savings accounts.
Yes.
And Kibbe has, so
she's like talking about herself in third person, by the way.
I have lots of different savings accounts. And for our travel account, like I have stuff for like holidays and for shopping and for travel. So even when we were in London, I was like, I'd try to like sneak in getting them things. And like, oh, no. I'm like, I have a cushion. I have a lot of money saved up.
She goes, I have Kibbe's cushion.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I'm like, don't worry.
She grew up as like a kind, not a rich child, but she was on a TV show when she was younger. So she would like randomly buy Ava and I things all the time.
Yeah.
And it's been her goal to get back to that space.
And I'm back.
And she's back.
I'm back.
Kibbe's
Which is
cushion
very
has
kind,
returned.
which is very kind. But Elle and I were saying that we keep, like I made a lot of
stresses us out.
It stresses out because I was like, I don't want you spending so much money on
But
me.
it's not
which is
that
very
much
kind.
money. Like it's like $15 here,
Yeah, but like this
$10
rate-
there.
But even so, example, Maddie had a really hard time like buying me L
Yes,
stuff.
she's harder to surprise.
Because I like Ava and I always joke when we're like shopping or something.
Yeah.
I'll look at something and I'll often buy it. Whereas Ava will look at it
I
and
really
be like,
like
oh,
belabor over like, oh, should I get it?
And
Yeah,
as
should I
she's
not? And
belaboring is when I
that's when
strike.
Maddie
So
gets it.
it's unfortunate.
That's when
I
she
didn't
strikes.
realize this until this trip, but I would be like, so this ring, for example, Maddie got me. We're at Portobello Market in London, and I'm like, I already bought this ring and a watch, right? So I'm looking at this ring, and I'm like, do I need it? And I'm like, I like it, but I'm like, do I need it? And I'm talking
But
to
you
them.
lost one similar.
And I was like, I lost one similar. I was like, should I get it? And I'm like, okay, I'll put it down. We'll walk around, and we'll come back to it. I put it down, and Maddie just walks up. She's like, I'll take that one. I'm like, whoa.
yeah.
You know,
So-
thank you, but whoa, like I don't know what to do with myself.
So I let Maddie do this with me once in London, and we were at literally a Tesco Express.
You let me.
Well, yes, because there's this Cadbury chocolate that I love, and we used to have it in
Pop
Canada.
Rocks?
The pop, so it's
Yeah.
it's called like, oh my god, I can't remember what it's called. It's got jelly beans, Pop Rocks, and like Smarties in it or something, or M&M's,
Elle's
something like
favorite
that.
things.
And it's in the Cadbury bar, and it's like, to me, that's my drug. Like I'm like, it is to me,
euphoric.
it's euphoric. Like
Yeah.
it's
I was
like
laughing
so
because
bizarre.
I just would hear her munching. I'd hear like the Pop Rocks.
The Pop Rocks like crack in the back of
crackling
her like
around, yeah.
that is my drug. Like that Cadbury bar, like that is the closest thing I will ever get to doing drugs. That it is like so good.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was like eyeing it, and we were like buying all this Cadbury, and like Maddie was like, oh, that, and I could tell she was like, she wanted to Kibbe cushion it, and she wanted to buy it for me.
Kibbe cushion.
I was like, you know what, it's a Cadbury bar, I'll let her have this.
Yeah, it
okay?
wasn't expensive.
But I'm like, I pride myself on being very like, you know, careful with the Kibbe cushion because I don't want her to buy
And
me
I was
stuff.
trying my usual tricks at the flower market, but it wasn't working.
There was
It
one
wasn't
day
working.
Maddie even like we were walking through Soho. It was really busy. Actually, some guy was getting like arrested. It was kind of scary.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I was like,
forgot
what
about
was
that.
like that was weird.
It's like a
Anyway,
Times
there was like
Square
a whole
situation.
yeah. It
In
was
London?
like it was like really random. But we were in Soho and Elle was walking ahead with Jenna, and Maddie just turns back to me and shoves her debit card into my hand. And I was like, what are you doing? And she was like, we need to get Elle something. She's like, I need to get her something.
And she was
she's
looking
like,
for a sweater.
You help me. And she was like, she's looking for a sweater.
It was chilly that night.
Yeah. And Maddie was like, as soon as she picks something, she's like, if I'm not around, you take this card and you get it for her. And I was like, okay. It didn't end up happening. It ended up sitting in my bag for a bit. But it ended up happening. So then on our birthday at the flower market, I was trying to be very careful. Maddie was like, what flowers do you like? And I was like, I'm not telling you. You know?
Well, so mom, we went with our mom, and mom said she was going to get Avenel flowers. So I was like, okay, she can get her flowers.
like,
I'll
fine.
get Avenel something else.
So I was on the hunt for,
mug.
again, whimsy. Apologies. Whimsy and Max saying you're not going to hear the end of it.
Yeah.
I was on the hunt for a whimsy mug. Whimsy, I will describe. Probably made from like, pottery. Handmade.
Like unique.
Something unique. Maybe some blue flowers on it. I don't know. I love blue. I love whimsiness. I love things that make it feels like it's supposed to be at your grandma's house.
That looks
something that looks like your grandma would have at her house.
That's what I want. Like almost
Eclectic.
like antique.
Eclectic antique thing that's just cutesy. Every time you use it, every time you use it, you feel happy and joyful inside. That's what I wanted. Okay, so I'm looking around. I'm like, maybe I'll find a mug here. Who knows? A mug was very specifically what I was looking for because I also love tea, and we had been drinking a lot of black tea when we were in London. So anyway, I go to the flower market and I start seeing these like mugs around, but I was like, oh, I don't know if I like that one. I don't know if I like that one. And I was also being very, very careful because Maddie literally at one point goes, if you were to buy one of those mugs, like which one would you get? And I said, I'm not falling for that. I know exactly what you're doing here.
I'm not telling you.
I'm not telling you. So then I get to this other one and there's like all these mugs. This is at the flower market. All of these mugs on this thing, and Ava points at one and she's like, oh, that one's so cute. It had like these little like cherries on it.
But then I backtracked and then I was like, but
Yeah,
they're
but I already
all
caught
so
her.
cute.
But
already
I
knew what she
wasn't
was
thinking,
doing.
but I wasn't thinking, and I pointed at one because I thought, oh, I'm not telling her which one I like. I just like, oh, that one's so cute. Maddie, out of nowhere, just jumps in and goes to the people. She goes, okay, I'll get that one and that one. And I was like, I was shell shocked. I was like, oh my God, she got me.
Also,
she
it was
got
hot.
me.
We were like
got
about
you
an
there.
hour into the flower market.
They were broken down.
Yeah,
It was
like
a
my
perfect
guard was
moment.
coming down, you know? So
That
I was like
when I
starting
struck.
That was when you struck.
That was when I struck.
That was
Yeah.
when you struck. So yeah, Kibbe's cushion has been.
I love having
She's been
a
treating us
cushion.
well.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
She another thing she wanted to use her cushion for before our birthday was when we went to London. There was like this like apartment this flat that was like a little bit bougier, I guess. And Maddie was like, because Jenna, Ava, and I are all like, we're younger and we're not, making as much money. So we're like
To
trying
be fair,
to save.
I'm not making crazy money. It's just like I still live at home.
Yeah.
I don't have as many expenses as if,
Yeah.
So I have
but she
savings.
has all this savings stuff,
Yeah.
and she keeps joking. She's like, guys, Kibbe's cushion.
Yeah.
She's like, if we stay in that flat, like Kibbe's cushion would take care of most of it. And I was
That's
like,
right.
Maddie, like we're not gonna make you pay more than we are. So anyway, that flat we ended up staying in was lovely. But
Yeah, it was
Kibbe's
great.
cushion, she has been on a journey.
She's been on that
So
journey.
she bought us some really expensive mugs from the store, or from the flower market.
But I knew you cherish them. I don't just waste
I do
it. I
cherish
buy it
it.
on things that I know you're.
Yeah.
gonna
And when I got
cherish.
home, I don't even when she bought it, I was like, oh my God, which one did I even pick? Like I don't even remember. And then when it came home, I was very
It's
happy.
perfect.
I was very happy with it.
We also, for our birthday, watched Notting Hill. Elle, you can,
So yeah,
your
let's
sweater.
let's
There you go.
Actually,
Part
funny
the hair.
story. So you got that. We all got like a Notting Hill T-shirt and sweater on the last we were flying out that night. So in the morning we went shopping.
Oh, we were flying out in a couple hours. The
Yeah.
airport dad in me was freaking out. I was like, guys, we have to
It
go.
was actually so funny because like we went to the Notting Hill. You can tell your story about the sweater.
But I belabor a lot over like, should I buy? Should I not buy? It's very annoying for everyone around me. But I just I don't like having like post-purchase guilt. So I'm like, I really try to make a good decision. And so I was like, I've bought a lot on this trip. Like you can look at my hands. Like I've bought all of this on the trip. And so we're at the Notting Hill store and I'm like, there's like a green sweater with pink Notting Hill. And I'm like, that's a bit much. But like, is it just enough?
It's literally this, but it's green.
Like green with pink.
and then the pink.
And I was like, that's kind of cute. I don't have a green sweater. Anyway, I'm going over the whole thing. And I'm like, should I get it? Should I not get it? And Elle got one. And then I was like, I don't know if I need it. I was like, I'm a little shopped out. And I'm talking to Jenna. And I'm like, do you think I should get it? Like, I don't know. And this British girl walks by and she just goes, treat yourself. And I was like, that was a sign from God. I treated it as such. I was like, I got to get it now. So
I
did.
have to get
But
this
I was like,
sweater.
what a lovely thing to say. I was like, she doesn't know I've been treating myself
Yeah.
on this whole trip.
Yeah.
But I got the sweater and I don't regret it.
And
so.
while that was happening, there's this store called St. George, which is like a Brandy Melville, but like 1,000 times better.
It's like the same brand.
Same brand, but it's like for like Brandy Melville, I feel like is targeted towards being in your teens, where St. George felt like it was for people in their 20s.
it's like elevated.
More elevated, more sophisticated, more chic.
Less grunge.
And it was like
little cleaner.
so
Yeah.
fun. And Avonell found these like beautiful skirts that were these cute white skirts.
Which
I was
I
like,
wore to the
I need to get one of
flower
these skirts.
market.
So while they're at the Notting Hill shop, I turned my phone off airplane
Getting
mode.
signs from God to buy sweaters.
Yeah, go on GPS and mind you, with my carry-on, a food bag, my backpack, and another bag.
She doesn't pack light.
4 bags
And we
on
were
me.
at that point
And
in
we
the trip
shopped.
where we're homeless.
Overstimulation station.
Yeah.
And like I'm like trying to find this friggin'
The reason she
St.
also
George
had
store.
to put her GPS on is because we lost her, I think 3 or 4 times at Portobello Market. Like over
Yeah.
the days. Like
it was busy.
we were like, Elle and I were standing on like these like concrete cubes, just like looking for Maddie.
Looking for me.
In the
In a
crowd.
crowd, like a sea of people.
So I went on my own with the 4 bags, and I get to the store finally, and there's a flight of stairs up and a flight of stairs down. But I go down those
dedicated.
stairs with all my bags.
Her suitcase.
And I went up the stairs with all my bags. And it like anyone watching me would have found it very entertaining because
I could imagine it.
I
She
was
looked
peak
like
overstimulation.
You were like giving donkey. She
And I
had,
had
like,
my
a
bucket
thousand-
hat. I had my sunglasses. Like it was a lot.
the travel
lot
outfit.
happening.
And at the end of the day, I literally searched the entire store. Cannot find this white skirt. I find a similar one in navy. And that was at the bottom floor. So I lug all my stuff up one set of stairs, lug everything up the,
Wait, it was
the other
2
one.
floors down?
It was 1 floor down, but to get to the cashier, it was 2 floors up.
Oh my God.
So I go 2 floors up with the little navy skirt. And I go to the cashier and I'm like, do you have this? I'm like waiting in line. I'm like, please, like, I need this to be in white. Like, I didn't come here for nothing. And so I go to her and I'm like, do you have this in white? And she's just like this teenager working. And she's like, no. And I like could not accept it. I was like, so there's no other colors? Like, you don't have it in
she
white?
was in a frenzy.
She was like, no. Like, she was
Maddie,
looking at
you
me
were
like,
in
girl.
such a
I was
frenzy.
like, leave me alone.
I
Yeah,
got
she
in
was like,
such a
girl.
frenzy.
Maddie was. We had like a few hours left, and I was like, I'm not gonna get these shoes. I'm not gonna be able to get these shoes anywhere else. I'm not gonna be able to get this skirt anywhere else.
Well,
I have to buy
and
everything.
it's true. Like that, I got. So I wanted
Well.
to get these like sneakers. These like, if I don't, you can't see even else shoes, but yeah,
You got new
there you go.
shoes.
I got ones like similar to that, but like in brown, and they were like an exclusive to the British store. And I was telling Elle that morning over breakfast, I was like, I need to go back and get these shoes. And I was like, you are not gonna be able to fit that in your bag. Like, you're already
I know.
maxed out. And I said, don't put that on me, Brenda.
Yeah, Maddie
then that
literally
became
whipped
a
out the
joke.
most random. She's never said that before.
I'm like,
first
who's
off,
Brenda?
I was like, who's Brenda? Maddie, I literally was like, because I get into airport dad mode. And I'm like, hey, like,
Yes,
we
she
have to
does.
get going, and like, you know, I want you to get these shoes.
We
but
didn't almost miss our flight, like sort of.
Yeah,
we were
did.
close.
We were close.
We were close, and I was panicking. Like, as someone who
was
likes to
too.
have like 4 hours of time to sit, like
know.
I was not having fun.
Kind of chaotic.
So but Maddie literally says to me, I was like, you're not gonna have anywhere to put like these shoes in your bag.
Yeah.
And then she just whips out, don't put that on me, Brenda. I was like, pardon?
No,
She's
it's
never
just a
said that
running
before.
joke.
So it's a running joke now, but I don't
Yeah.
even know how that came to your head. Why are you calling me Brenda? Like,
I don't know. It just came. It was a defense mechanism.
she said, don't put them. And she ended up packing those shoes, one in her backpack and one in her suitcase.
One in my backpack. Or
Did you put one in your purse?
I put one at the bottom of the food bag.
Did anyone else like? You don't feel like I'm. You know, we just did the jump from 23 to 24,
Big
which
one?
feels like a jump. For
It
some
is a
reason.
jump.
Like
I
Jenna
remember,
said that
I
to me.
remember that
Because
Like, that
now-
feels
now
like a
all of
jump.
a sudden you're
now you're
mid-20s.
almost
Yeah,
Wait, are we mid-20s right
you're
now?
almost mid-20s.
Are we
close.
mid-20s right now?
we're semi.
That's weird.
But is 24 mid-20s?
I don't know.
I'll have to
but
search
I
that.
don't wanna
25
think
is
about it.
mid-20s.
It just felt like quite a jump. Like I went from feeling like young, fresh as a daisy to like suddenly being a little bit crusty. Like I was like, But I don't know. Jenna
Older
said that
people
to me. She
watching
was like,
us are
that's
like,
quite
yeah,
the
no.
jump. And I was like, yeah, I wasn't thinking about that like that, you know?
Yeah, 24.
But then I was
is-
going to say, nothing makes you feel like, I'm not old by any means, but nothing makes you feel older than Brandy Melville
Oh my god.
as a store.
Can I?
You walk
went
in
on-
there, it's just a bunch of little bratty divas, and I don't mean that
They have a
with
type
harm.
that
Like
they
they're
hire.
teenagers, you know.
We've-
We're all bratty at that age.
We've
but
been to Brandy
it's like a whole
Melville's,
thing. You're like, whoa!
all
It like
over
really
the
makes
world.
you see the jump
Yes,
in age.
but
You're
we've-
suddenly like, whoa!
But Brandy Melville,
Yeah.
like we've been to
You
the
know?
ones in Miami, in Amalfi Coast,
That was random.
and like all and like that's just showing the range. We've been to so many other ones,
London,
like New York,
Toronto.
London, yeah. every single one hires the exact same kind of worker.
Well, they hire young girls.
Yeah, but there's a specific kind.
It's because they're the ones that want to buy the clothes.
Yeah.
True. But it's very interesting. But it does make you feel.
We had a very.
You feel judged, kind of.
Yes, you do.
You're
It's
like,
a
they're definitely
scary
judging my
place.
outfit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brandy
scary.
Melville's
There's like
scary.
It takes
grungy
courage
music.
to shop there.
It's like grungy music, grungy clothes. You're like searching for something that'll fit you. It's very stressful.
It's very
But also
stressful.
somehow like mildly euphoric because it's like, what are the chances that one of these things will fit you when everything's the same size?
Yeah, it's like it's
It's like you
just
strike.
luck of the draw.
Yeah, like you put something on, you're like, yes, you know, or no, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna say
Anyway.
though, our birthday was very UK themed.
Yes.
Yes,
with
it
our
was.
mugs that we had our
Upset.
tea in later, and then we also my mom, she was like, because our birthday was on Saturday, we went to the flower market. Ava and I got this matcha from Itcha Tea on Queen Street West.
Yeah.
And I got the strawberry mango matcha latte, and it was amazing.
I got the strawberry one, and I, honestly, it was the
It
best
was
matcha
best
I've
matcha I've ever had. Ava and I had a great day. We were at the flower market. We
It was
were sipping
amazing.
our little drinks.
And we went to our
Sun was
grandma's.
out.
Yeah, we went to our grandma's house after, had a blast. She
Wore
was-
these stupid.
We watched the England versus Norway match, and we were
yes.
cheering for England, and then
And
they
we wore
won.
these
won.
stupid hats that said "Happy Birthday" on them that my grandma gave us. And Ava and I were having. Maddie took a video of us. It's
My
actually so
grandma,
funny.
I was talking
We
to
were
my
having
grandma.
a dead ass serious conversation
My
with
grandma was
these
like,
hats
but I
on.
just think like I was like telling her about this like whole thing, and she's looking at me and she goes, "How am I supposed to take you seriously with that hat on?" I was like, I don't know.
I don't know, girl.
There's
But
no
then
way.
the
So
next
that
day,
was that was really nice. And then the next day on Sunday, my mom was like, "What could I do to make your Sunday special?" And I was like, "Oh, we're gonna make it a birthday weekend, okay?" And she was like, "Oh my god, what if I make you?" Because we had a Sunday roast in Richmond, in London,
Highly recommend
And
at the
White Cross. It was very very good.
Pro tip though, because we were gonna go for dinner, they apparently sell out by 5 p.m., which we thankfully called, and we were like gonna make a reservation. They're like, well, don't make a reservation for 6 because they're like it'll be sold out.
So we grew up with a lot of Sunday roasts at my grandma's house.
Not
We'd have them on
realizing that's what it
Saturdays. We would
was.
call them Mr. Beefy, and my grandma would make them. But they are Sunday roasts. We had Yorkshires, beef, mashed potatoes, carrots, all the whole thing.
For context,
Gravy
like most of our family is from the UK,
is British, yeah. So
like Scotland, Ireland.
So anyway, my mom was
Britain.
like, "I'll make you a Sunday roast for your birthday," and I'm not even gonna lie, the one that she made was even better than the one I had in London.
It was
yeah,
homemade.
she killed it.
She killed it.
so
It
good.
was
And she
so
used
good.
grandma's recipe.
It
and
was so good.
It was so.
It was an amazing birthday.
Yorkshire
birthday weekend.
gravy.
Birthday weekend maxing.
Yeah,
And we've kind of
I had lots of sprinkles, which was
Yeah.
another birthday gift.
And Elle and I have this tradition suddenly that we kind of made a tradition without realizing. Is that every birthday we buy, there's like this little tub of ice cream, cookie dough ice cream from Metro. And we each get our own and then we just eat out of the tub. You know? Like I don't know why that's such a vibe. I love it. And it's
Such a
become,
vibe.
I don't know, it's just become like a thing. Like every birthday I'm like, I just want my own little ice cream tub.
I know. It
And
was
it's
so
just
good.
so perfect.
It was so perfect.
Yeah, does anyone else think 23 to 24 is a jump?
I do. I like
feel
I
it's a
remember
jump.
23 to 24.
I'm like, do I gotta start
felt like a
acting
jump.
like
No, you're fine.
old now?
No,
Not old, but like, should I mature?
I think you're fine.
You think?
Yeah.
But like you can't just like force yourself to mature.
I know that. I'm just like freaking out a little bit, you know?
You're having a little moment.
How do you think I feel?
You act like you're like on your
Even always
last
joke
leg.
with me that it's like I'm a grown up, like 27-year-old, and then like we meet other 27-year-olds, and they're like, they seem like a young 27. I'm like, no, I'm just an old 27.
She's an old soul.
She's an old soul.
I
I'm
say
just,
she-
you have a weird set point.
I've
to
said
me.
this before, but
It's
she's a
true.
Yeah.
45-year-old woman trapped in a 20s body.
Yeah, that's why when I turned 24, I went on, we're not going to get into the whole thing, but I went on a dating app for the first time when I turned 24, and that was crazy.
Ugh.
Talk about making you feel old.
Also, like, grateful
That's
for the
weird.
older sibling who, like, really
Paves
like
the
paves
way.
the path.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't have to
She's
go
like,
down
I don't
that
have
path.
to do that.
Maddie fought her own war there.
Fought my own battles.
And now I don't have to fight that war.
She doesn't need
I'm
to turn
left
24 and
unscathed.
go on there. Oh, yeah. Not that I'm
Unscathed.
scathed, but like
We have no battle wounds. Maddie's sitting
no
there
battle
like,
wounds. Eleanor's sitting here drinking tea and Maddie's like covered in scars. You know?
true. It's the oldest sibling.
It's the oldest sibling. Just paving the path.
Yeah.
You're
Anyway.
blazing the trail.
Yes.
Literally.
You said
Thank
there's
you.
poisonous berries there. Don't eat them.
PETA.
Anyway, I think that's all I have. Rip to England in FIFA.
Oh,
I feel like by the time this comes
yeah.
out, it's going to be pretty far past, but
who
still.
would have won by the time this comes out?
I don't know. Do you guys want to make guesses?
Yeah,
It's going to sound really stupid if we.
I've heard that.
I've heard Argentina's pretty favored.
I'm
they'll
not going to get
probably
into
win.
the goss, the dirty goss I've been hearing, but I'm going to guess Argentina.
Yeah, me too.
Like I'd put my money on Argentina, but my soul wants Spain.
Wow. Okay. My
Interesting.
soul wanted England, but
Yeah, but I'm
didn't
saying
get
like
it.
of
You
the
know
two.
why? I'll say quickly and then we'll end it because I see a lot of comparisons of England and the Leafs. And it's like every year we
Yeah.
think it's our year and then it's not.
Yeah.
So I feel for all the England fans.
And after Canada, like England's kind of the closest thing we got to like,
Well, we have
You know.
English heritage, so
yeah,
which we're
I
now
mean,
grasping
now we're
onto
leaning
after
into
watching.
it. Yeah.
we're English.
Come on.
So anyway,
Anyway,
happy birthday to me.
happy birthday to us. Bye, everyone.
Bye.